Since the body becomes subconscious, since the body becomes the subconscious mind, it's easy to see that in situations when the body becomes the mind, the conscious mind is no longer as much to do with our behavior. The instant we have a thought, feeling, or reaction, the body runs on automatic pilot. We go unconscious. Take, for example, a mother driving a minivan to drop her kids off at school. How is she able to navigate traffic, break up arguments, drink her coffee, shift gears, help her son blow his nose all at once? Much like a computer program, these actions have become automatic functions that can be very fluidly and easily. Mom's body is skillfully doing everything because it has memorized how to do all the deeds through much repetition. She no longer has any conscious thought about how she does them. They are habitual. Think about that. 5% of the mind is conscious, struggling against the 95% that is running subconscious automatic programs. We've memorized a set of behaviors so well that it would become an automatic habitual body mind. Let's read that again. We've memorized a set of behaviors so well that it would become an automatic habitual body mind. In fact, when the body has memorized a thought, action, or feeling to the extent that the body is the mind, when the mind and the body are one, we are in a state of being the memory of ourselves. And if the 95% of who we are by age 35 is a set of involuntary programs, memorized behaviors, and habitual emotional reactions, it follows that 95% of our day we are unconscious. We only appear to be awake. Yikes. So a person may consciously want to be happy, healthy, or free, but the experience of hosting 20 years of suffering and the repeated cycling of those chemicals of pain and pity have subconsciously conditioned the body to be in a habitual state. We live by the habit when we're no longer aware of what we're thinking, doing, or feeling. We become unconscious. The greatest habit we must break is the habit of being ourselves. When the body is running the show, here are some practical illustrations of the body being in a habitual state. Have you ever been unable to consciously remember a phone number? Try as you may, you can't even recall 3 digits out of the string of numbers required to make the call. And yet, you pick up the phone and watch your fingers dial the number. Your conscious thinking brain can't remember the number, but you've practiced this so many times with your fingers that your body now knows and remembers better than your brain. That example was for those of us who grew up with speed dial without speed dial or cell phones came along. Perhaps you've had the same experience when typing in your PIN at the ATM or entering a password online. Similarity. I can recall many times I worked out at the gym and had a locker with a combination lock. I was so tired after a workout, I couldn't remember the combination. I'd stare at the dial, try to recall the sequence of 3 numbers, couldn't, and they wouldn't surface. However, almost by magic, I started to twirl the dial, the combination came back to me. Again, this happens because we practice something so many times that our bodies know better than our conscious minds. The body, subconsciously, has become the mind. Remember, the 95% of who we were by age 35 sits in the same subconscious memory system, in which the body automatically runs a program set of behaviors and emotional reactions. In other words, the body is running the show.